I raised a garden out of emptiness and fruit from barren soil. In my mantle of the night, I swept across it and watered it with blood. Ahi Hai Lilitu, Revelations of the Dark Mother, the first piece. Welcome to Starlight and Smoke, a Vampire the Masquerade Sabbat Chronicle. We are Vorpal Tales, the home of awesome adventures and terrifying tales. We have a full schedule this week, including the debut of our Delta Green campaign on Monday and Ghost Hunters on Saturday. Catch the finale of No Time for Reality, a Contagion Chronicle game, this Friday, before we launch into the Black Void on the 27th. Debuting in September, check out Vorpal Tales After Dark. Also launching next month is Acton Cthulhu and Mutant Year Zero. In addition to that, we still have a bunch of charity milestones, like a Drunken One-Shot and a Calvin Ball RPG. These are going to be a lot of fun. Check out our calendar on Instagram, Twitter, or vorpaltales.com for the latest updates. For tonight, young K-Knights, please introduce yourselves and your characters.
Hi, I'm Eric. You can find me online at Maron Recluse on Twitter, and tonight I will be playing Dimitri, the pander who is on the run.
Hey everybody, you know me as ever. You may also call me Ambrose. My pronouns are he or they, and you can find me all over the internet as Changeling Ever. And tonight I shall be playing Billy, the child of cacophony, whose pronouns are they, them.
Thank you, Jared.
Jared.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Hello. My name is Jared, and I'll be playing Drew today. And yeah, prepared for more dead things.
Beautiful.
I know.
Hi, I'm Savannah. You can find me online at Miss Emo Fox, and tonight I will be playing Svetlana, or whatever the hell I am. I don't even know. I've been up for way too long.
Hi, I'm Tyler Eldridge is online, and I am playing Hassab in this game.
Thank you. And I am your storyteller, Stolen Fires, pretty much everywhere. Ambrose, would you care to read the recap, please?
My God, it feels like it's been forever. I'm getting to it. Sorry. Nope, that's Unknown Armies.
And we are down a Voodoo Arcade and Salubri Cat. They had real life stuff come up. We will miss them. You should still check them out online.
We're gonna get into all sorts of trouble without Nora.
And that Nora will have to clean up.
It'll be fine.
Yep.
No big deal.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
How would she know?
She
How is
wouldn't.
she gonna know?
What's Harry's name again in this game?
Justinian.
Thanks.
Oh dear.
I didn't do it.
Alrighty. The pack plans their first night as free K-Knights. Drew wants to know what drunk blood tastes like. Hossam suggests a bar with the baddest bikers in the city. Svetlana offers to throw a party at her gentleman's club instead. Dimitri goes to a park with the intention to feed on some stray animals and finds a cat colony. One of them becomes possessed by a green light and begins speaking to him telepathically. It predicts that he will die in his upcoming fight and alleges that his very soul will be taken by the victor unless he accepts the deal it will offer to him. "Who are you?" Dimitri asks. "The Lord of Murder," replies the possessed feline. Dimitri politely declines the invitation to make a pact with someone calling themselves the Lord of Murder, and instead proceeds to drain several cats partially dry. His hunger still lingers, however. To satiate his appetite, he will need something bigger. Visiting the local butcher shops, he tries to score some blood. But this isn't their first time dealing with weirdos asking for animal blood. This is pay to play. He heads back to the Haven to ask Hossam for some cash, which he provides without question. Drew asks Svetlana if he can ghoul someone from her club. She gives her consent. In return, Svetlana wants information, which Drew's ghosts are perfect for acquiring. He thinks it over. In private, Svetlana tells Hossam about the green fire and discovers that the voice she experienced in her head was a demon. He cautions her to not make a deal with it, but she's way ahead of him already. Pleased with her progress, he lets her in on his plot to kill Isya, his sire, and goes as far as sending them an invitation to the party at Svetlana's club. The sire declines the offer. Later at the club, Drew tells Svetlana that he accepts her proposition and they shake on it. They meet in her private office to discuss business, and he gets several recommendations for Billy's goal. Billy looks at all the pretty girls. They hit it off with Pixie, who has nice hair. Together they dance and Billy melts with the music. Nora focuses her eye on a tech bro recently flush with money. She notices the women around him are on edge. She approaches the tech bro and asks if everything is okay. Are they letting seniors in here now? He asks derisively. Someone has to teach the little boys what the rules are, Nora counters. The ladies scatter, find Svetlana and warn her that Matt is about to get his ass kicked. Matt calls Nora a bitch for chasing the girls off and gets ready to leave. Svetlana firmly puts him back on the couch, however. Nora looks into Matt's eyes and insinuates that she can get him what he really wants. Interested in where this is going, Matt listens intently. She petitions that they play a game. He does what he wants to her, and she gets to do the same to him. Svetlana gives Nora the keys to the VIP room. Matt takes a drink at the bar and asks if one of his favorite girls can join them. Svetlana offers herself instead. He is all in. Between the two of them, Matt is torn to pieces. Breaking the tech bro, Nora uses her domination to make him forget what happened after she gets sufficient information about his company to siphon money out of it. Svetlana handles the cleanup, but has to call Hossam for some assistance after she inadvertently loses control and kills Matt during feeding. Hossam calms her and instructs on how to ride the beast. He then takes the corpse and puts it in the trunk of his car. Drew immediately realizes that someone has just died inside the building and proceeds to track its ghost. He sees Matt's ghost freaking out as Hossam and Svetlana are preparing to leave. Svetlana notices Drew talking to the ghost she can't see and asks for his discretion. Before he can respond, Hossam threatens to remove his head if he doesn't. No deals, he says. Not this time. Pixie asks Billy if they want to go somewhere more private. They go back to her place. Before the night is over, Pixie learns that vampires exist and Billy has a new goal. Drew considers drugging a congressman to turn it into his goal, but decides not to, considering government officials are off limits to everyone in the vampiric community. They have nukes. Sirena returns to provide the new information about the state senator in Nora's crosshairs. Either he used to be a neo-Nazi or enjoyed cosplaying as one. Everyone heads back to the Haven while Svetlana and Hossam go to the blasphemy altar. He shows her a cave full of sigils and markings drawn from viscera. Hooks hang from the ceiling. A snake effigy appears in the back wall of the lair. He proceeds to teach her some strange form of sorcery, and they do terrible things to Matt's corpse. Hossam looses a caged black mamba after the body has been thoroughly desecrated, and allows it to bite Matt's heart. The milk that emerges is bottled. Drew hears Matt's ghost scream in pain before the apparition vanishes. Hossam slides a snake ring onto Svetlana's finger, proud of her development. When the snake god comes back, it will herald both the end of the world for everyone else and the beginning of theirs. Pixie drives Billy to the Haven and introduces her to the pack. Nora congratulates Billy on taking this momentous step and offers her Sirena's help in teaching them. Drew summons Istvan to the Haven and gives him some of his blood before sending them back out, saying he earned it. Dimitri tries to hide his lack of sustenance. Billy notices and threatens to tell Nora. He tries to dance around the fact that he's been feeding on strays. Billy grows tired and stomps away to snitch to Nora. Dimitri goes to Joe's kids to help train with his abilities. Reading the paper, Nora finds that Drew's wife has been found to be running and participating in an illegal fight club. Billy tells Nora about Dimitri and offers to teach him. She agrees and says that she has an idea that might be more his speed. In search of a source for blood bank bags, Nora approaches Drew for help as previous sources lead back to a Camarilla Prince-owned organization. He agrees to assist and get something delivered before dawn. Drew calls Istvan over and tells him to deliver a note to his blackmail target and then meet him at their secret safe house. A few hours later, he receives confirmation. When it's time, Drew calls on Billy to accompany him. A car pulls up with the Junkie's CEO. Drew punctures his skin and bids him to drink his blood or else he will lose his job and so much more. He refuses and looks around for cameras, thinking this to be a prank. Billy reveals their fangs. Drew sicks a ghost on the CEO and forces him to kneel. Final warning, Drew cautions. Now do it. Billy notices the CEO's phone is recording in his pocket and proceeds to break it. Drew shotguns his blood into the CEO's mouth and instructs him to return in 2 days' time to drink again. If he doesn't do so, Drew threatens, he will die. Billy makes the observation that this one is going to be a runner, causing Drew to have Istvan zip tie and take him elsewhere. Returning to the Haven, Billy gives Nora a report on how Drew handled himself during the creation of the ghoul. Pleased, they go out for a bite to eat. Billy finds a domestic abuser to acquire and teach. Nora is intrigued by how much Billy has changed after meeting their sire. Who gave you this curriculum? Nora asks. My vampire mommy. Praise Lilith, Billy answers. Hassan practices his newly acquired arts when he receives an anonymous message. Find the Tremere Chantry. It's somewhere on the west side, and report back to me. Signed, J.A.
Okay. Thank you for reading that, Ambrose. And as always, thank you for taking notes, Eric. So, The sun sets over Los Angeles, and you reanimate thanks to the vitae inside you. Everybody, mark off 1 blood point and let me know if you're getting below half.
I think we all fed last game too, so
I've never been less than 1 down this entire time since we started.
I'm at 4.
It's because you're living
Okay.
life wrong. You're making poor life unlife
Yeah.
choices.
Unless
Or unlife
unless I
choices.
recorded my feeding incorrectly the last time, I'm at 4.
All right, so Dimitri, you wake up and the first thing that you feel is hunger.
He remembers the people he met with the other night, and they told him, "Don't come back unless you have money." Being now that he actually has some, he'll probably like slip out and go solo down there to fetch some, cow blood or whatever, gallon it and chug it down in an alley somewhere.
Okay. Are you going to try and avoid your pack mates from seeing you do this?
I feel that it would probably be wise to do so. So yeah, he'll get up and leave before anybody else. He'll just leave a note on the table. It's like, stepping out for a bite. Be back soon.
All right. What is your humanity?
My humanity is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right. Does anyone have a humanity better than that?
Almost. If I wouldn't have lost that point.
Just the same.
All right.
Humanity,
So-
no. Path, equal.
Okay. Paths are still a little bit behind humanity. You have made concessions to the beast by getting on a path. All right. So Dimitri, you do wake up before everyone else and can slip out before they notice you're gone. All right, and you swing by this butcher shop. Remind me, how much money did you end up with?
Oh, I didn't ask.
Several $100.
I think.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So for that price, you get 2 big 5-gallon buckets of beef and pork blood.
Okay. All right. Wow, I have some traveling to do then. Okay. I have any
Bucket included. There's a redemption value on this bucket. You can bring them back for a discount.
Sure. I'll be back tomorrow.
Oh my
He'll
gosh.
try to see if he can siphon some of the blood out without any. Like he'll try to find like a. He'll grab like a big gulp and just empty it out. Just keep the ice in it, of course, but, because he wants it cold, and he'll
That
just
is
All right, so how
so beautiful.
How are you getting here? How are you transporting 10 gallons of livestock blood through Los Angeles?
That's a great question. I'm glad you asked. Well, I have phone and I have some money, so I'll probably see if I can call a car that'll leave me like a block or 2 away from the Haven, and he can just lug it, hoof it to some place and stash it.
Okay. So, that is one very awkward Uber ride.
Last don't tell. He just gives him a 10.
It looks at you weird, turns back, pretends not to speak English. All
It's
right.
probably for the best.
So, Sam, what kind of refrigeration facilities are in this haven?
Elaborate on the purpose of said facilities.
So,
Was what I would say if Dimitri asked.
Yeah, so Dimitri, you show up with these buckets, and you know it's only a matter of time before the blood is going to go bad.
So,
So-
there are 3 refrigeration units in here. A deluxe-sized fridge with a big freezer, like the really big freezer. Then we also have one of those flip-lid freezers. And then there's actually like a cooler room for like HVAC that you can put it in there because it's always like 40 degrees in there. And then there's the room for storing bodies we haven't had time to get rid of yet. You can't use that one. I'm keeping the key.
No, we should get him a little wine refrigerator for his room.
So this
Or
is
you could get a mini fridge.
Get him a mini fridge.
so this is 10 gallons of blood. It is theoretically 40 blood points. No, 80 blood points. Theoretically 80 blood points. But because animal blood is worth less, it's only worth 40. If you're talking, Eric, you're muted.
Oh, no, I was just talking. Really.
Okay.
I was just thinking out loud. Okay, so I'll try to keep it like if we have like a large fridge that you would normally use to keep like ribs or whatever frozen, you'll use that. If one of those like slide open the door of fridges and just plop the buckets down
The
at the
flip
bottom or
open
something.
freezer would be
Put a top on it.
perfect for that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's one of those ones you get for storing meat all winter.
Exactly right. Yep, that's what I was thinking of.
All right. So the fridges that are measured in beer.
Yeah, that's a good way to approach it, I think.
All right. So how much would you like to drink right now?
I guess maybe just to bring my blood pool to like at least half or just over half. I don't know what he would test it first. I mean, he would he'd scoop it up in a big gulp and like see if it goes down cool and see if it's palatable and be like okay, and then if it is, then he'll just, or even if not, he'll just try to like and just drink until he's satisfied.
All right.
Not full, but satisfied.
So do you like ramen, like the really nice ramen at restaurants?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So imagine you've got this nice big bowl of ramen. Like the broth is basically liquid pork. The egg is perfectly cooked and perfectly runny. There's some black garlic oil. It's a beautiful bowl of ramen. Everything about it is enjoyable. This blood is like cup of noodles.
Oh. It's like the good old bad days. It's like down the hatch.
Yeah, and you have fed on people before, and that was an incredibly enjoyable experience, and this is nothing like that. This is Soylent. This is unflavored Soylent.
Not getting the filet mignon.
I mean, he's used to eating badly anyway. He'll try to just like satisfy whatever his hunger with it, and just try to keep that out of his mind. Like, oh, I remember it tastes so much better when it came from a person. He just tried to like push that thought away and just like, no, this is what I got to do to get through today, right now. That's what he'll concentrate on.
All right, so go ahead and mark off. First off, mark that you have 40 blood points worth of animal blood, and then subtract that by however many you choose to drink. And then also make a note of how much of the blood in your system is human and how much is animal.
Oh.
So it is first in, last out. So if I recall correctly, you should only have a point or two of animal blood, and the rest should be human.
Yeah.
But the next time you spend blood, you're going to spend the human blood.
Oh, I see.
Because that's been in your system the longest.
Okay. Interesting. All right, we'll do that.
All right. How do the rest of you react to seeing Dimitri go through all this?
Me, I actually have the blood bags still. And I asked Dimitri, you know you didn't have to do that, right?
Yeah, no, I chose to do it. What's the difference?
Well, I take the blood bag out and I'm like, I have better ways of doing things. We're maybe monsters, but we're monsters that help each other out. So here.
Oh, that's the quote of the night. And very quintessentially Sabat.
He takes
And I hand him the blood bags. And I tell him every night, I have a contact every night. Someone will be here with blood. Just for you.
Why would you do this?
Because kind of the only us right now, right here, is what we have right now. That's all we got. And I'm not going to lose that. Not right now, anyways. And I just give it to him.
It's the most
I don't know what to
conditional
say.
bro
Thank
love
you.
I've ever heard.
Yep.
Thank you, Drew.
Welcome.
Much appreciated. And he'll he'll take a sip just so that it doesn't look like he's, not wanting to take a gift in kind. But then he'll squirrel himself away into his room and try to abstain from drinking the rest.
Okay. Make me a self-control check.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Target number 6?
Mm-hmm.
6, 7, 9.
Betty would like failure, it looks like.
Yep.
9 successes?
No. I rolled a 6, a 7, and a 9, so all 3 came up
Okay.
successes.
All right. I was very confused for a moment. All right.
No.
So at 3 successes, like your fangs puncture the bag and you drink a little bit. And you said you're standing in your room, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You manage to pull out and you look down and you see a couple drops of blood oozing from the pinholes that you have created. And you're used to blood drives, and it occurs to you some human, some mortal inconvenience themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And this is now not at the hospital where it could save someone who needs
Right.
heart surgery or a car accident victim. And now that you've poked it open, it's gonna go bad real soon.
Yeah. And he's gonna try. Like he purposely took a pull of it in front of the others. Like, oh, thanks, Drew. Cool. And then when he receded into his room, he's just like, I can't drink this. Like, just puts it away and he's just like, nope.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll a humanity check because this was a gift to you, but those moral implications of wasting blood do weigh on your mind.
Oh, undoubtedly.
Okay. What is everyone else up to?
Has Svetlana been informed of the task at hand?
What's the task at hand?
I thought it was trying to find somebody on the west side. Or was that Janora? I can't freaking remember.
I have no memory of this place. My current task is to find Tremere headquarters, apparently.
I
Yeah.
think that's what you're being asked, is if Sam has
Oh, yes,
decided
you
to...
would be aware of that.
Okay. Then I guess she goes out to try to find this place. or find someone who can tell her where it is.
Okay. Are you gonna inform the rest of the pack?
She'll tell Sam, and that's it.
Okay. Sam, are you gonna tell the rest of the pack what you're up to?
I feel like you were making hesitation noises, Savannah.
It was. Nope, I don't trust anybody else yet. So yeah, no, she just trusts him.
No, if they ask, I'll tell them. Sam is busy having a quiet conversation with Billy, which you'll hear about on the side, I'm sure, from Billy.
I mean, you could play it out in front of the audience.
You could.
We could. That'd be less fun. We make a lot of stealth checks to make modifications to things around the base. Once Dimitri leaves the room.
Oh, that
Every
one.
so
Yeah.
often.
We already rolled that one. I should put that in my notes.
On schedule.
The only thing that's really changed is now there's no evidence.
So Billy will go up to Hossam. Tug, tug, tug.
Hi, Billy.
Hi.
How's your new toy? Did you break it
Good.
yet?
No.
Did you break it in yet?
Yes.
Wow.
Excellent.
I need help.
Reinforcing things to studs? I can do that.
Well, maybe later. But need your help with cameras.
Ooh, what are we doing?
I'm helping a friend.
Which friend?
Secret.
How are we helping?
How to say it? Helping him feel better. He's sick.
He's sick.
Yes, he doesn't eat correctly.
Oh. And you want it to be a surprise because you love your friend and you don't want them to feel bad about what you're doing.
Precisely.
Yeah. I'll make sure that happens.
Thank you. You're the best.
You're welcome.
Billy will go flouncing off.
Okay.
I would well, first thing I want to do is go check on my ghoul, give him my blood for the second dose.
Which ghoul is this?
The one at the safe house that I tied. Or
Oh, the CEO.
yeah, the CEO.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you find this guy. He's tied up. He's on a liquid diet, but that doesn't mean that the front of his pants aren't very messy right now.
Oof. Is his mouth gagged?
Is it? Is that what you wanted to do?
No, I was gonna. Yeah, there's duct tape across it, and I'm just going to rip it right off.
Rude.
I'm like, rise and shine. How are you today?
Fuck you. Calling the cops.
Oh, you're not calling anything. So, I just wanted to come in, check on you, making sure everything was okay, seeing if you had a change of mind. Will you take it freely?
What You want money? I got money. I got lots of money. I get you money. I get you drugs.
I told you what I wanted. I want you to drink my blood. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Oh, fuck.
And again,
No!
I glimpse some of my fangs.
I drink your blood. Will you let me go?
If you, as long as you do what I say.
I'm not gonna kill anybody.
Oh, I know. I'm not, and to a certain extent, I may not have you do that. But
Fine. Down the hatch.
all right, and I just like it again, and I right where the artery's at, and I just spray it in his mouth.
All right. Same as before, where there's that initial moment of revulsion, but then he gets really into the taste of the vitae. And as much as he doesn't want to, he enjoys it.
Yeah, it's starting to change your mind, right? Told you you're gonna enjoy it after a while.
And you can see that he wants to say fuck you, but then he looks at you and just cuts himself off.
You said you're into drugs. This is the most potent drug there is. I promise you. So I'm going to tell him, this is what I want you to do. Okay? I want you to, out of character, blood level 2, will he run on me?
It will be... It is possible for him to make his willpower check, and he might be able to. It's not a sure thing, it is a possible thing. And you have tortured him, so he would get a bonus on I gotta get out of here.
Okay. Maybe it is. So I tell him, here's the thing. Another question. I'm gonna tell him, the thing is I want to let you go. I really do. Okay? But I just don't want you running off on me and never coming back. That's my problem that I have right now.
I won't. Swear to God. Won't tell anyone. Won't run away.
I don't know.
And
go on.
looking at him, he wants it to be true. But again, like, he might, once you leave, make his willpower check and hold.
Like I said, I just don't believe you, to be honest with you. You've already tried to... A great example is your phone. You already tried to catch us, I guess, frame us for whatever your sick desire is. Maybe if you were a decent person not to take drugs, you probably wouldn't be in this mess right now.
Oh, fucking cold is this?
Well, buddy, I'll see you tomorrow night. But I clap him on the shoulder. I'm not gonna let him go.
Okay. Oh no, we lost someone. Oh, we lost the fake camera.
Oof.
All right. I'm sorry about that. Carry on.
You're good. Clap him on the shoulder, bud. I'll see you later.
Can I at least have some water?
Yeah. I'm going to assume Isfan's there, right?
Yeah, if that's what you're ordering him to do.
Yeah. Isfan, make sure he's taken care of. All right?
It'll do, boss.
Thank you. And then I go back, and I am actually... The other thing I wanted to do was... I wanted to call Titus back from his mission with the Baron's son to see what he was doing.
The Isaac's child?
Abram's son,
Yes.
I believe.
Okay. Yeah. Isaac has shown up in Vancouver, and they had a fight.
Yeah. Oof. Okay. Is that it? Is he like caged up or anything? Or...
Isaac Abrams did manage to re-inflict 1 point of blood bonding on Ash.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's possibility there. Okay. After that, I would actually like to talk to the team, but if anyone wants to go first, they can.
Monty says that there's someone who wants to have a meeting with you.
Me?
Yes.
Maki.
Monty?
Oh, Monty. Okay. Sorry. Who is it, Monty?
I know what you and your sire are trying to do. I know people
Yeah.
who can help. Goals in common.
You're right. That's what I'll do then. Okay.
All right.
I'll have to wait.
Yeah,
And
so
I'll
that
go.
is scheduled for in the future. We can get to it.
Gotcha.
All right. Billy, what are you up to?
No good.
You do. You do receive a text from your sire. Tell me about pain.
Hmm. So Billy's going to text back. Sometimes pain isn't physical. Sometimes pain is forcing someone to do something that they don't want to do. But it helps them feel better in the end.
You're learning well. Your next task, start building a garden.
I think Billy will send back, like yours.
Like whatever you want your garden to be like. My garden is a reflection of me. Yours should be a reflection of you.
Billy will just send back, okay. And start
Okay.
making plans for a garden.
All right. So, because Spank My Betty did this and spent 10,000 points, it's your turn in the green seat. So, yes, you, Billy. As you're sketching out plans, you find it difficult to stay awake or to stay conscious. It's almost like having a dissociative episode. And you have a vision. You have a vision of everybody that you have ever met in the Sabbat. From Layla to Raphael to Sam, all kneeling in front of you. And you have another vision of Los Angeles in ruins. And there is something at the edge of these visions. They're framed in green fire. Something is asking you to choose.
Choose what?
And you hear, and it really is hearing. Which Los Angeles do you want to see?
My friends, my family.
This one is if I get free, and this one is if my enemy gets free.
Who's that?
Oh, and here I thought this about shared everything. One of them has already made contact with someone in our pack. What do you think they chose?
Don't know. Do you?
There is another vision of Los Angeles in flames.
No. No, don't want that.
Then I guess you better work for me.
Who are you?
My name's not important.
Names mean a lot.
You can call me Anushka Ghana.
That's a difficult name.
But it's a beautiful one.
Yes. What are you?
I am. It is difficult to explain what I am. I was here when the cosmos were first created. I heard the first notes of the great cosmic song. I saw how the creator turned against creation. And now I am here, cast out, trying to save the city.
From what?
From my enemy.
You say a lot, but not much.
More will come in time.
Do you like Lilith?
I suppose if you like $2 street corner magicians.
No. I don't like you.
I'm not here to be liked, I'm here to win.
Then go away.
Your funeral. And awareness snaps back. You're back in your room with sketches of a garden in front of you.
If Nora is around, then Billy will go tell her what they just dreamed. And if Nora is not, Billy will go to Hossam.
Nora has been called away. Layla wants to teach her tonight. And similarly, Justinian's sire picked him up and is now taking him on patrol. So that is why neither of them are here right now.
Okay, so Billy will pester Hossam unless he's busy.
He would tell you never too busy for Billy, even though he is doing something that looks really weird.
What are you doing?
He's sitting in his room and he's surrounded by like ground up flowers and a mortar and pestle and weird sigils everywhere, and he's like trying to find somebody.
I like it.
Thanks. What's up?
I had a dream
Green fire?
about... Yeah. How do you know?
Svetlana had it too. It's trying to seduce all of us, apparently. I wouldn't be surprised to learn its approach to others of us.
Oh,
It's a demon.
a demon?
Like a real one.
Real?
Yep. Like kicked out of heaven, stuck on Earth.
Oh.
That does kind of comport with the very poetic way they described being almost eternal and then turning against the creator.
They were beautiful, but bad feeling.
On the one hand, they're like us. Everyone else thinks they're monsters and they're just trying to survive. But on the other hand, we're monsters who learn to live with what we are, do as little damage as possible along the way. They're not. They would use you to destroy as much as they could. Just for revenge. Which I can respect, but I'm not interested in being someone else's revenge tool.
I don't like that.
No. I've read they give you really cool powers, though.
Don't need it.
Always better to figure that out on your own. Figure out
Thank
the cool
you.
powers. You're welcome.
Before you wrap the scene, I did send you a message, Ambrose.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Do you think maybe there's two
Demons?
demons? Yes.
I mean, there's lots of them, but why would two be interested in us? That's weird. They're always fighting each other, but I don't know why they'd care about us. It's probably Drew and his weird ass messing with ghosts or something.
Maybe, but
People think
They
Bob Essex
said-
is weird. That guy's weird.
yeah.
You're all weird.
But they said about an enemy.
It's probably not great if two demons are fighting over Los Angeles.
Yeah.
I hear
That is
Boston's
the
nice this time.
tagline.
I hear Boston's nice this time of year.
That is the tagline for an entire supplement.
I saw LA gone. Nothing.
I know a lot of stuff, but I don't know how to stop demons. However, if I find this person I'm looking for, they probably have some books on the subject. I probably have to kill him to take him, though.
How much occult do either of you have?
I have 4. That's why you gave me all the demon knowledge.
Billy has 2.
All right. One important thing that you remember: demons can lie, and they do.
Maybe the demon lied?
Well, they're always lying. But they're only lying enough to cover the truth. You always start with the truth, and then you embellish it with lies. That's how you get away with the lie. If you make it up wholesale, you won't get away with it.
Things to think about.
Yep. This is why making ghost slaves is bad. It's clear I'm joking when I say that.
Well, anyway, I need to start
Helping
a
our
garden.
friend and making a garden.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Billy will scamper off.
Okay. So, I believe Svetlana is trying to look for this chantry.
It's also what Sam is doing, should it matter. I bought a new ritual that lets me pick up on where the ley lines in the city are and where lots of magic has been used, blood magic specifically.
Okay. That will probably be helpful.
Probably.
So Svetlana, give me an intelligence occult roll.
Where's my dice? There they are.
Oh, by the way, Billy will have mentioned the name, if I can retcon that a little bit, to Hossam.
Sure.
Who it
We'd
was.
have recorded that.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Apparently not today. No successes.
Alright. So you step out of the haven and you've got your car keys, and the thought occurs to you that you don't know anything about the Tremere.
Oh yeah, I already knew that. I didn't.
You have no idea how to start looking for their safe house.
Mm-hmm.
So you should probably get some help.
I don't want any help.
I mean, otherwise you're just gonna spend the whole evening driving around the west side. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That was the plan.
Okay. Go ahead and give me wits plus occult.
Do 10s explode or count for 2?
Count for 2.
2 successes.
Okay. So you come across a couple magical pings, like, that occult bookstore looks like they actually know what they're talking about. That is a church in a strip mall. That's weird, but like the skin's going up the back of your neck, and as you're driving through Westwood, you get a whole bunch of pings, but you don't really know how to sort them from each other.
She'll, at that point, she'll text Hassam like a list of locations that she had found so far, and then tell him, but you might want to focus on Westwood.
Are we waiting on me or Rachel?
Waiting on you.
Oh, okay.
I mean, unless, does Svetlana have any other resources she can put towards this?
I have contacts and allies, but I don't.
What categories are they in?
I don't have that written down.
All right, go ahead and assign each thought a specific category. Some of them are suggested in the book.
Okay.
The reply from the text message would be, wonderful work is always love, but be careful on the west side, or wherever that area is that you found. If they are there, they're dangerous.
Okay, I'll look at the book and assign those things for you, Rachel.
Okay.
I'll focus the spell's energies on that part of town, where the most potent essences were coming from.
All right. So, what's the name of the ritual that you're using?
It's a really good question. I'm opening the book.
Okay.
I just wrote down find magic ritual because, I was busy.
All right. While this is going on, what are Drew and Dimitri up to?
I would, I guess, want to talk to everybody
Okay.
because I feel like what I'm about to do involves everybody because it involves Isaac. So.
All right.
Mhm.
How about you, Eric?
I mean, if Drew is calling everybody together, he's fine with that. He'll just be hanging out in the common room, just kind of, like perched up on a chair and looking around like, where's Nora? Where's the big boss?
Question.
Yeah.
Impeccable timing, too, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so Nora says that Layla has summoned her to the cathedral for more tutelage. And Justinian's sire came by and said, we're going on patrol. And so they left. But you can certainly fill them in when they get back.
What?
Did you find that ritual, Tyler?
Answer a couple side messages. Give me a second.
Okay.
I also got
What's
stuck
happening, Drew? Are we putting the crew together?
I also might have got
Oh,
distracted
okay.
by a ritual I found called Your Way to Glory.
As of right now, I want to. I feel I've been doing some work behind the scenes, and I have an idea. I'll see. I'm going to run it by everybody, see what they want to do. But I think it could give us a good leg up on the Anarchs.
All right. Billy and Svetlana, are you here for this?
But
Oh,
Lana
that's right.
isn't.
Svetlana is busy driving.
Yep.
If they were summoned, they would be.
Okay.
Is Hassan here?
Tom would be locked in his room doing a ritual, but if you needed to fetch him for something, he'd show up.
I would definitely ask him. I definitely need your advice on this too. If this is a lead that's worth going up on.
Advice for what specifically?
We can say that at this point, everybody except Svetlana and the people who are not here are in the common room.
Okay. Well, I did some spying on Isaac's childer. All right. And thing is Ash and his sire don't really get along. I was thinking we could use that to our advantage. And to a certain extent, I feel like if we can get Ash on our side with promises, I also know that he has a werewolf lover of some sort. I feel like if we can get him on our side, maybe he would be willing to join the Sabbat. That's a tall order, but if if that doesn't work, we can always tell him that we would help him kill his dear old dad. And then he'd be indebted to us. And maybe he would become the leader of the other half of the Anarchs.
Wait a minute, isn't the dad the one we did the... Isn't he the reason why you did all of this spying in the first place? You were doing a favor for him, right?
No.
Anarch Baron? Okay.
I just told him where his child was.
And
That's
now you
all
are
I
planning to kill him?
More or less, using his own son.
But why?
I mean,
Does.
that is the question. What can Ash give you that Isaac can't? And it doesn't seem like there's a good answer for that, because Isaac has been entrenched in Hollywood for decades. The one thing you could get out of Ash is intelligence on the Camarilla, how it's structured, who the leaders are. But you have a much easier way to do that already and to get much better information, because Sam Sire was embedded in the Los Angeles Camarilla for years.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess there goes that. Have to think
But
of something new.
you do have that meeting that Monty told you about.
True. I guess I'll do that.
So what do you say about that?
What'd you say?
So what do you say about that? What do you
Yeah.
tell them?
But isn't the meeting with Monty pertain to my own goals, or?
Yes, but theoretically, your pack should be willing to support you in those goals.
Good point. Okay. Oh, but on another note, I will be gone, and I kind of just wanted to tell you guys I have a meeting with someone. One of my ghosts told me about it, so I don't know exactly what it is, but I don't know the person. So
This is your sire?
I don't know. I don't think it is.
You got a message from a stranger and they told you to meet with them somewhere?
Yeah.
We need to have a talk about trust here, Drew. It's only too bad Nora's not here for that.
I know, she would be all over my ass right now, but that's just the way things go, I guess. Dimitri actually would. Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't feel safe doing this by myself because I don't know
Don't do
what's
it.
coming in. Would you like to come with me during this extravagant exchange?
Of course. You do something for Dimitri, Dimitri does something for you. We are, he looks over to Billy, fleetingly, family, right?
Yes.
Sounds good.
Screaming, like, holding a smile, like, yeah, that's what we are. Okay.
All right.
We're all family.
So, do you want to wait for Svetlana to get back?
I'll let
I'm
Drew
not
make
going
that
without
call.
Svetlana.
All right.
Don't wait for me.
Well, unless we communicate with her and she says it's going to be forever.
It's going
Yeah.
to be forever. The end.
Then sure, let's go.
I'll catch up.
Let's do this.
All right. What sort of preparations would you like to make?
Me? Definitely
All
my
of
ghost
you.
bombs. And I would like to get my revolver, or a revolver, since Abrams took it from me.
Okay.
If we're going to be dealing with shady people, I think maybe Hossam should take the lead on this. That would be wise, I think.
Yes, I agree.
That's fine.
Billy would be preparing the gun that was gifted from Hossam to them. Or guns? Was it? That hotel situation, was that one or two? I forget.
I gave you one that was special, and then you took one.
Ah, yes.
What is exactly you want me to take the lead on? The multitasking here.
Yeah.
Doing shady shit for.
Right, but what's the specific mission?
Drew's gonna meet with a stranger.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell him. I'm Monty, one of my ghosts, told me someone wanted to meet me. I don't know who this person is. He didn't specify who it is. I know it's not my sire, and honestly, I don't feel safe going alone. So I thought I'd ask you guys if you'd come with me.
No special arrangements then. We set it up the same way we did with Nora. Except this time I'll be on Overwatch. And Dimitri can stand there and look intimidating with Drew.
Sounds
And
good.
Billy will be ready to kick in the door and shoot everything.
I agree.
Including Drew if necessary.
I like
No, that's not right.
No.
Okay.
He's
You know
family
something,
too.
Hassan? I will grow on you one of these days. I promise you on that.
Like a cancerous tumor?
But I'm there. There's the thing.
Oh my god. Dimitri's like, yeah, I'll walk with Drew, and then he's like, do I really look intimidating?
Huh? Definitely look like a guy with a hood.
Okay, sure.
Well, let's go.
All right. So, jumping back to Svetlana. Svetlana,
Please don't do that. Yes.
do you have aspects? It is a discipline.
No.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception roll. Either alertness or awareness. Or wits plus alertness or awareness, whichever one is better.
Okay. Me? No, please. What's my target number?
It will always be 6 unless I say otherwise.
Thank you. Uh, 5 successes.
Okay, and was that alertness or awareness? They give you different things.
That was wits plus alertness.
Okay. So, as you are driving through West LA, you're glancing through the rearview mirror every so often, like a good driver. Someone is following you. It's a very nondescript car. Blue Corolla, doesn't look like anything special. You
Okay.
briefly see that person on their cell phone. Bad driver don't do that. And then about 20 minutes later, a white truck shows up. They're both following you now.
Cool. She will. I'm assuming she knows the city pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to lead them to a what is the like a storage container site. Ones that you
Okay.
can get easily lost in.
That pretty much describes the area of your Old Haven, or the PAX Old Haven,
I don't
which
know
is
that.
very close to your new. What's very close to your new one?
Sure.
Okay. As soon as you cross the freeway, so like you cross under an underpass trying to lead them away, they peel off.
She would like to spin around and start following the white vehicle, the truck, the SUV, whichever
Okay.
one it was, not the blue Corolla, the new one.
Okay. So, you cross back under the underpass?
I mean, I would assume I have to.
All right.
She just, it's late at night. It's LA. I just flip a Yui in the middle of the street and turn back around,
All right.
trying to go after the white one.
All right. Couple questions.
Mm-hmm.
How many dots of politics do you have?
That's a great question, too.
Okay. When you made this character, did you give her the merit common sense?
Why would I do that? Hold on. I have no idea.
You do not have
sense
that.
in a Sabbat game? The hell is this?
Almost like it's common
You
sense.
do not have that.
I don't.
No.
Okay.
I'm making up for Harry not being here. You're welcome.
Yes, you are.
Are you going to choose violence?
No, I'm probably gonna choose to get ganked in the corner, but it's fine.
All right. So you flip around, following the white truck. It leads you to an abandoned Target parking lot.
Mhm.
Like, the Target went out of business, so there was nobody in this parking lot. Parks under a street lamp that has been shorted out, so it is dark.
Okay.
And so you see this big, beefy guy dresses like a lumberjack. Gets out of the driver's side door,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's this smaller, more compact woman gets out of the passenger door. And so, do you get out of your car?
Was I driving a car or my motorcycle?
I
Probably
don't know.
car.
Which were you?
Probably one of the fancy cars. Yeah, she'll stop. Get out.
Okay.
Hop up onto the roof of the car. Can I help you?
All right. So, the big guy reaches into the cab, pulls out a shotgun. We were
Wonderful.
going to let you go once you cross back into Sabat territory. What are you doing here, lick? Cut 2. The other 4 of you.
Caught up on that massive wall of text in your side.
Thank you.
Most importantly, that last part.
Thank you. So, the 4 of you are led to one of the smaller marinas in Los Angeles. There's a speedboat. It's on. It's waiting for you. Monty, Drew says that you take control of the boat and he will tell you where to go.
Monty, I'm gonna be honest with you. This looks sketchy as shit. Do I have anything to be worried about here?
Are you on the side of the Giovanni?
No. I'm
Are
not.
any of your friends on the side of the Giovanni?
Not that. Can you at least tell me who this is?
His name's Hector. You can think of him as deep cover within the Giovanni.
Okay. I'll get on the boat.
All right. Everyone else gonna follow?
Follow as best as possible and try to look intimidating, whatever that means. Just kind of crosses his arms and looks around.
Well, I'm in the
Okay.
boat, staring at the stars the whole time, talking about how pretty they are tonight. My pupils are like tiny little pinpoints. It's look weird.
Yeah.
How many drugs did Hossam take?
A lot.
Ursa Major in particular is gorgeous tonight.
I wax poetic about that.
All right. So, guided by Monty, you are couple what is it when it's at sea? Is it fathoms? No, because that's depth. Anyway, nautical miles. Enough to not easily be seen from the shoreline. There is a reasonably nice luxury yacht. Only the safety lights are on, everything else is pitch black. So, you dock. Monty leads you into a room where there is. So, Drew can tell there's a shit ton of ghosts here. Most of them appear to be indigenous, just by the way that they're dressed.
Indigenous. Okay.
Yeah, so Aztec, Tongva.
Gotcha.
So there is one undead person here. He is very nicely dressed, very expensive suit. He looks very Hispanic. And you can see he wears a little skull earring and one earlobe. So he says, I'm glad you could make it.
Thank you.
My name is Hector Pisanob of the Giovanni, and I think we have a lot to talk about.
You're the
And on
Jew.
that, we'll go to break.
All right, everybody, we'll be back at 10:45. Don't go anywhere.
And we are back. Thank you for joining us. So, as we left it not 10 minutes ago, Svetlana is being confronted by two very angry vampires, while the rest of the pack is on a boat with someone who has just introduced himself as Hector Pisanob of the Giovanni. How would you like to respond, Drew?
Oh, I thought we were doing Svetlana first.
Nope, not me. Nobody needs to know what happens to me in a parking lot of a Target.
Abandoned Target.
Yeah. All Targets should be abandoned.
They're better than Walmart.
Tell him, you have a lot of guts calling me. You know I want to kill you, right?
Oh, I think after what you hear I have to say, you'll realize we have a common enemy.
That makes... I understand that, but on the other hand, aren't you Giovanni yourself? Why would you want to kill your own kind?
Allow myself to explain. I am of the Pisanob branch of the Giovanni. You see, though the Giovanni originated in Venice, they absorbed a number of other bloodlines that they found to have magic similar to theirs. There are werewolf cannibals in Scotland and something having to do with why Kennedy was shot in New England.
Hey, why is your boat full of magic?
Why wouldn't it be full of magic? I have been a necromancer for over a century.
That's pretty cool. You should teach this guy stuff.
If he's willing to learn.
Okay.
Billy will pull Hossam aside and be like, "Are you high?"
Yes.
Yeah, his pupils are like.
Black tar heroin. Don't do it at home, kids.
Or do it at home and stay there.
You.
Rachel, what's the ounces again? That this author said is necessary for this
What?
ritual?
Like enough to kill a really full trap house like 10 times over?
So Billy will point at Hossam and go, "You hush," and put their hand over his mouth.
You know, the funny thing is that normally vampires can just burn a point of blood to get rid of being high, but because this is magic, it's sticking.
4 hours. Possibly till tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Well, hopefully I don't need Sam, because I'm going to be shit out of luck.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh, no, Tony, this is not a child-friendly stream. This is an 18-plus game. I should probably give that warning at the beginning of every show.
Probably.
Yeah.
Our entire channel has a warning when you
Oh,
follow
okay.
us
All
or
right, that's good
watch us.
So, Hector says,
Okay.
as I was saying, my family were Aztec warrior priests. Most of us were destroyed by the Spaniards. They were assisted in this endeavor by the Giovanni, who treated us like they were doing us a favor by absorbing the survivors.
Fuck those guys.
Indeed. Fuck all of them. We accepted because we had no other choice, and have bided our time. We have made alliances with the spirits of Mictlan, the Aztec underworld. And as you look around, you're like, oh, that's why they're all indigenous.
Well. Definitely makes sense, the type of ghosts that you have around you anyways.
Indeed,
Biding
they
your
are.
time for what? Are you aiming to get revenge, or what is the point of this?
Revenge, yes. We're going to destroy the Giovanni.
We're going to expel them from this city, or at least I'm going to.
I don't want them expelled from the city. I want all of them to die in agony. I
Oh,
want
that's what I
to
meant by expel.
seize all of their ghost servants for our own. And I want the world of the kindred to speak the name Pisanog with as much respect as they currently speak Giovanni. And more. They don't really like Giovanni.
Well, here's the thing. I want the same thing for my clan as well. Do you know what I am?
And that is why you're here. That is why your sire gave you the spirit that she did. Monty just sort of bows a little bit.
Why she give? The thing is this is also another question I have. Why did you give me Monty, considering he was a very high regard of the Aztec people? I know that's kind of nitpicking a little bit, but it's definitely a valid question.
He wants the same thing that I do.
I might have to ask him a little bit more about that on a later date.
Indeed, ask him how he paid for his life in gold and was still murdered.
Yeah, you're not wrong. So what exactly can you do for me? And what do you want?
I want to know that we can count on the Sabbat of Los Angeles to support our goals. I, personally, cannot yet move openly. None of the Pisanov can. We must pretend. We must, if you will, masquerade as loyal members of the fucking clan.
Oh, believe me, I know. I know. But so basically what you want to be recognized. You want your family to be recognized, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now here's another thing. How can you help me? And what do you want from me?
What I can offer? Occult knowledge. You, I think, have enough ghost servants, more than you can handle.
Oh, believe me, I have a lot.
I apologize to Jared, but not to Drew. Hey, necromancer guy.
Billy's
Great.
scrambling to cover Hassan's mouth.
Billy should have never left Hassan's side.
If you will inform your friends that I answer to names such as Mr. Pisanov.
What was it? I couldn't hear. That's Tyler.
To Drew, he says, if you would inform your companion that I only answer to names such as Mr. Pisanov.
Yeah, I'll tell him. He's got a name, Sam. It's Mr.
Piss them off.
That one.
Yes.
Pissamon, sir? Yes. You. Guy Mr. Pissamon who knows more magic than Drew here.
Please inform your friend that he is in extreme risk of taking a bath very shortly.
Sam, yeah, just quiet down. Yeah. You'll probably go swimming if you don't stop.
Dimitri will try to divert Hossam's attention. Like, hey, did you see that over there? Is that what I really think it is? Take this
I
out.
ignore Dimitri and I say, he's not the only one who can do some cool magic. Maybe we can make a deal too. Here, check it out. Here's a sample. I give him a gram of milk of set.
He'll look at it, and you can tell he's looking at it with, like, occult eyes. This is acceptable.
These Giovanni people sound like dicks. And I'm Drew's bro and all. And I'm pretty high because I was doing a magic ritual. So, sorry, not sorry.
I had no idea Sabbat magic was enacted in such ways. Good to know.
It's Asimite. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be willing to help you out too. Maybe you can do me a favor.
What is it that you need?
I hear there's a Tremere chantry in town. I'd like to raid it, take their shit, because fuck the Tremere. We can split the spoils.
Good luck with that. I am, if I must admit, from Astoria.
Oh no, I don't need your help finding it. Maybe we can raid it once I do.
Think about it.
Cool. And then I just start talking to Dimitri about cheeseburgers.
They are the best. I miss cheeseburgers.
All right. And so, from out of his jacket pocket, he brings an envelope and he slides it across the table to Dro. So here is everything that we know about the Giovanni Mansion in Los Angeles. What happens to it will dictate the future of our relationship. Maybe not every relationship, he says, looking to Sam.
Big stone smile.
Believe me, I got no love for the Giovanni, just like you. I hate him. I have no love for people that squander the talents and the power that we have, especially wiping a set of power and talents from the face of the earth disgusts me. These should be cherished, in my opinion. Especially what we can do. So yes, I agree. Thank you for this, and I'd also like to know, I am rather new to this necromancy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to learn from you if I could. It's not like everybody and their... I've only met a select few people that actually know necromancy. And that's you and my sire, and that's it. So I don't really have much to choose from, but...
Let's see what happens
I
to
guess
that
you'll do.
mansion.
Do you want me to destroy it? Name it. What do you want me
I
to
want
do?
you to do what you think is best. And you get the feeling that this is a test. He wants to see what you do and how you do it.
Jared.
Okay. And I take the thing and I go. And I don't go. Yeah, you know what I mean.
So he says there is sustenance in the hold if any of you wish to indulge.
Jared.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So by which he is inviting you to a different deck of his yacht to feed on people if you feel like feeding on people right now.
Getting high always makes us hungry.
Okay. What about Billy? How hungry is Billy?
Billy could go for a bite or two.
Sam probably needs a minder.
I will definitely keep an eye on Hossam. This is the first time Billy's felt in charge. And it's not.
I'm dragging Dimitri everywhere too. I will not give him a convenient out from the conversation.
I'll be right there. I forgot something at the boat.
I follow him.
Right. Sorry about that.
Billy, can you please... He points to Osam.
You need to eat too.
I'll be there. I promise. I'll be there in just a few moments.
Now.
Yes, now. But that is now for later. You go now.
No. Now.
When is then now? You don't just go. Just take him down there. I'll meet you down there, and we'll you know.
Billy
So,
will grab your hoodie strings and pull you along.
so Hector will cut in and say, could I have a moment with your friend?
Dimitri?
Please.
Okay. And Billy just does this. This points at the eyes, points at Dimitri, points at the eyes, points at Dimitri.
All right, and I assume Drew's gonna follow.
Yeah.
All right. Dimitri, you are alone with Hector Pisanov.
Once they leave, he's just kind of like he just
You
kind of
want
plops
to
down
talk?
on a chair. Duh. If it is not too much trouble, Mr. Pisanov.
What can I do for you? And it is Pisanov that is your one.
Oh, sorry. I understand you have been infiltrating the Giovanni for a very long time. How long would you say that is?
Since the foundation of our line as kindred, since the 1600s.
And then you're not alone in this. I imagine there are others like you that are also seeking to commit genocide on the Giovanni.
Is it really genocide if it is against monsters?
Aren't we all monsters?
Some are worse than others.
Who makes that distinction exactly?
It's all left up to us, but I encourage you, look at the fruits of their labors. The Giovanni produce spirit slaves. They are thugs. It's an insight into the other world. The ghosts here, the ghosts here, if you see them, they are my ancestors. They serve me of their own free will. I suppose you'll simply have to take my word for it, but you can always double check that with your what? Podmate? Packmate?
Yes, we are a pack of thugs, like your like the spirit slaves that you spoke of. There is no difference, to me at least, between what they do, and what you do, and what we do. So I guess my question to you is, how did you do this, and for that long? How did you maintain this facade?
You mean, how can I go to the Giovanni galas and smile and bare my fangs just enough and not let the Don and the Donya know how much I hate them?
Yes.
My hate is greater than their wickedness. That is what drives me, and that is what fuels me. I hate the Giovanni for what they have done to my family. I hate them for what they continue to do to my family.
But destroying them will not bring them back. It will not solve anything. Do you consider like the Sabbat and others to be superior to normal humans, to people?
Do you agree that what the Spanish perpetrated on the original inhabitants of this land was a crime?
No question.
Who will hold them to justice?
Themselves, perhaps?
Justice isn't real. We can only take what justice we create. This, what we are doing, is justice.
Revenge for the past? That is their game, isn't it? The humans do that. It would be childish to stick to only live for revenge, would it not? You're immortal. You can be and do anything. Why do you
not
do this?
Be lectured on what is childish by someone whose fangs came in a week ago?
You're right. I presume too much. My apologies.
Accepted.
But you understand that sometimes what you're doing is surviving, but when is that not enough
I see where you're struggling. Allow me to give you some advice. You are operating from mortal assumptions, mortal conventions. The idea that if someone does you wrong, you can call the police or file a lawsuit and make it all better. That people should help their neighbor, or a cup of sugar when you need one. Let's all sing Kumbaya.
If I may, please. I grew up on the streets.
I want you to understand.
There is no such thing calling the police.
Essentially. But you still operate from a human morality and a human perspective. A human way of doing politics. You must understand. You are no longer human, and you never will be again. The sooner you accept that, the better the rest of your existence will be.
This is a life of no choices you're talking about.
No. Different choices.
Different morality.
Yes.
Thank you for your time.
You're quite welcome. I think your friend in the red sweater had something that they urgently wanted to discuss with you.
Yes, more like they're keeping an eye on me. Well, that is par for the course for the Sabbat, though, is it not?
I appreciate the discussion. If you want to continue it, he will slide you his card.
Thank you. And he puts it, he keeps it in his hand, he looks at it, and he puts it away in his pocket slowly, and he, gestures, gets up, and goes down and watches the other ones, the rest of them do the blood rave.
Okay. So, do you avoid the lower deck completely?
No, because I know they're going to start looking for me if I do, so he'll just show up customarily late to the party, so to speak.
Okay. Yeah, so there are a couple people, look like they were just dock workers, maybe homeless people who live near the dock, just snatched off the streets, drugged to the gills. So if any of you do wish to partake, you will be slightly high for as long as the blood is in your system.
I mean,
not as bad as Sam.
I'd still be able to drive a boat.
With Monty's help, yes.
Yeah, I guess well, I'm gonna see what everybody else does first. If they do, I will.
All right, Sam, Billy.
Oh. So will they be given a heads up that this blood is drugged?
Context clues. They're high as fuck.
No, okay.
I actually have an entire high as fuck conversation with my dinner before I eat it.
Okay.
Some
you get into some real. You get into some real deep, real weird philosophical.
And because I'm high, I actually only take enough to fill up, and I don't kill the guy because I only need 1 point.
Okay.
Or the lady, whichever.
You leave them contemplating the experience they've just had.
And then we talk about the philosophy of death.
Okay. Billy, how about you?
Billy, if it's available, will take their food somewhere quiet and a little secluded and cause them some pain as they feed. But they don't want to kill them because what would be, if you're going to learn a lesson, what would you learn from dying? You're not alive to experience that lesson.
You successfully traumatize your prey.
Yes.
I would. But I wouldn't kill him.
Y'all are probably
Okay.
lucky that Svetlana's not there. Just saying.
Oh, we'll get to
killing
you. We'll get
Oh
to you
no, I know. But
soon.
like if I was there, I'd probably kill somebody. So it's probably a good thing that she's not there.
Well, we haven't gone to Dimitri yet. So, Drew, do you partake?
Yeah, but I don't kill anybody or anything like that.
All right. What's your
It'd be
current
rude
blood
to
pool?
decline.
What's
What'd
your
you say?
current blood? What is your current blood pool and what is your max?
I'm at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then 18, 19, 20. My max is 20, I believe.
All right. Give me a self-control check, but your difficulty will be 5.
Oh, God.
Downside of having a very low generation.
Yeah. All right.
And remember, you can spend willpower on these checks if you like.
Okay. Yeah, I will spend a willpower.
All right, that gives you 1 automatic success.
Okay. Difficulty 5. Okay. Zero. But I got 1. Sorry, I spent a willpower, so 1.
All right, so you have your prey in your arms, and you're drinking, and you're drinking, and you feel the normal weakening of the heartbeat, and some part of you wants to keep going, but at the very last moment, you pull back. So you have 3 blood points now, and since you are fuller than you were before, you can top up from other people without risking losing control.
I will do that.
All right, Dimitri, what is your current blood pool and what is your maximum?
My generation's 12, so I think my maximum is 11. I don't remember.
That sounds accurate.
And right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right. It smells amazing in here. It smells so good. And you want it. But you are not compelled to take it.
He just kind of slinks off into the corner of the room, and he'll like swipe some blood and like make it look like he was snacking on some poor bastard in the corner, and just kind of
Okay.
dab the corner of his mouth.
Yeah, you can probably take a little bit of blood from Sam's victim. He's not going to notice.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Well, this is happening back in the parking lot. You are muted, Savannah.
Oh God.
Oh, not anymore. All right. So,
Yes.
you have these 2 angry vampires. One of whom is got a shotgun in their hand, saying, "We were going to let you go when you crossed the border, but you had to come back."
Well, yes. You were following me, so I wanted to know what it was about.
We're patrolling our territory. The only reason you were allowed to leave is because you didn't actually poach anyone.
Why would I poach from your territory?
Why
Do you
are
have
you
that
in
happen to you a lot?
Why are you in our territory to begin with?
Well, to be fair, I didn't see any signs saying it was yours.
It's not my problem if your sire can't teach you where the boundaries are.
Didn't know it was illegal to take a friendly drive around the city.
Well, it is. In some places. You're a filthy fucking Sabat.
Okay.
We'll let you go. This time. On account of you not poaching. But you're gonna have to make it worth our while.
How would I do that for you?
I don't know. What do you have?
Sorry, that's
Ghouls.
Savannah thinking.
We'll take ghouls, we'll take money, we'll take blood dolls. We'll take information.
I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm the sheriff, and this is my deputy.
Okay, I'm gonna say that probably Svetlana's not as dumb as Savannah.
All right, yes. So to explain the dynamics, you crossed into Camarilla territory.
Wonderful.
Were caught. They followed you out, but because you didn't feed on anyone, like the territory right violation is minimal.
Okay.
And so they're pretty much allowing you to bribe them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you. She thinks a little bit. I mean, shh. I have. How much money do you want?
I mean, I get 5,000 a week from the venture permission.
Okay.
So let me look at your sheets.
Like, what is the dear fine for crossing an invisible line, dear sheriff?
Depends. We take a very Swedish attitude where the fine is what you're able to pay. I mean, if you're poor and can't pay anything, we can bring you before the prince. I'm sure she'd love to meet you.
I'm sure she'd love to meet me too. I'm sure it'd be great. Be a good old time. Pretty fun to be around. But lucky for me, I'm not. She like gestures to her car.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not
So
poor. So
one thing you could offer them is free feeding at your club.
she doesn't even offer that to her group.
Yeah, but her group's not about to kill her or stake her and bring her before the Camarilla Prince or...
This is true. But her girl's safety is above all else, even her own. So
that's fair. So you could try and persuade them and be like, oh, woe is me, I was embraced like 3 nights ago? Please take pity on me. Aren't Camarilla supposed to be humane? You could take that route. You could try and bribe them. You could just start running. You already know that they won't follow you past the freeway underpass.
You got a fast car.
I do have a fast car.
Yeah. So another thing that you could do, because you have Obfuscate too, is you could try and pretty much like flashbang them and then use Obfuscate. I know I'm using the large gesture.
Yeah.
So they don't see
I'm
you.
hiding.
Yeah.
Could I use Obfuscate just to try to distract them to get a head start in driving away?
Obfuscate would not necessarily do that. Let's see. So you also have Dominate because of your bloodline. And so you could like lock eyes with one of them and give them a 1-word command. Let me check your generation. What is your generation? Okay, so your generation's 10, so it's 50-50. And if you have a better or worse generation than mine.
Yeah. I can take a hit. It's fine. She's just gonna slide off of her car because she was sitting on the roof because she just doesn't give a shit. She slides off. And then just let's see. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da-da.
You could also give them the car.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Well,
So, one other thing you could do, because you are on the roof of the car, is you could just tumble over. And so essentially break their line of sight and then use obfuscate.
sure. Yeah, she'll so instead of sliding up off the top to the front, she'll just roll backwards off the car
Okay.
and use obfuscate.
All right. Let me disciplines. All right. So, there is actually no roll required as long as you do not do anything to call attention to yourself.
Okay.
So, you roll over onto the car. So now they're looking at the car and not you. You pop obfuscate. They're like, oh shit. And so they both separate and come around the car.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh shit. Is that a Nosferatu? She didn't look like a Nosferatu. Yeah, I know, but they've got that masking thing. Fuck, where'd she go? And the shotgun, he just fires wildly twice. Roll me 1d10, please.
Pray he doesn't hit a tiger.
All right. 3.
Okay. He does not hit you.
Oh, well. My poor car.
And so I assume you like roll enough away from them and like move far away.
Yeah, she'll move across the parking lot, probably to like a light pole or something, like an out of service light pole or something like that.
Okay. So, what happens now is the short woman pulls out a cell phone and it's like, yeah, we found some fucking Sabat interloper. We need Amanda here like now.
Who's Amanda?
Someone, so probably someone, a Camarilla member who has Auspex.
Okay. And I'm assuming they're just gonna hang around her car.
Yes.
Are they hanging out? Are they watching their car?
Say one of them is just leaning up against it.
Okay. I would like her to like sneak over to their car, driver's side, and throw it into neutral so it starts rolling.
Okay. I would like you to make a dexterity plus stealth roll. Because you are an obfuscate, the difficulty will be 5. This is just you successfully doing it in a way that does not call attention to yourself.
Okay. 5 successes.
Okay, that is more than enough. So you sneak into the cab, put it in neutral. It begins rolling. They both start shouting and chasing the car. Now, were you doing this like just to lean over and do it, or have you crawled into the cab?
No, she wants to just lean over and do it. Her goal was to get them away from her car so she can go jump in her car to get the fuck out of here.
Okay. Yeah, with 5 successes, that's what you get.
Okay.
They are going to get one final roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you drive away, they can see you now because you have drawn attention to yourself. And you still have like moving coverages.
Yeah.
So they do shoot out your back windshield. It doesn't hit you.
Okay.
And you manage to drive away.
Sure. And I go across that invisible line.
All boundaries are invisible lines.
I mean, some have, gates and walls. It's fine.
But you have learned a very valuable lesson. This area is pretty well patrolled by other Camarilla kindred.
Yep. While she's driving back, I'm assuming with all of the fancy cars that we have, we also have a fancy mechanic.
Yes.
We do, and for future reference, if you didn't come up with a cool plan like you did, I was going to tell you, you can easily remotely from your phone set off all of the alarms and please come rescue my stolen car things we have in our multi-million-dollar vehicles.
Yeah.
Cops have been there in 2 seconds.
She calls or leaves a voicemail for the mechanic because I doubt he would answer at this time of night. He might.
I imagine that you've cultivated a midnight mechanic.
Called and let him know that she's gonna have to have a back window replacement for whatever the fuck car I'm driving right now.
Oh yeah. Just drop it off. Boys are pretty bored right now. They'll be happy for the work.
And she'll drive over to the mechanic's place.
Yeah, and
for the fluff, I'll point out the midnight mechanic we have. When you pull in, there's like 3 6-figure cars that are in various states of disassembly because it's totally a chop shop. Because that's me.
Yeah. And I like what Eric typed into chat. Yeah, sure. That's the name of the business, the Midnight Mechanic. Like the night nurse for criminals.
Yup.
All right, and so you drop it off. You get a loaner car, which is quite clearly stolen.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just yeah, probably don't speed while you're driving that one.
Oh well, that'll be fine.
All right, where would you like to go now?
Me?
Yes.
Well, I guess I shall go to her club. I kind of want to see if anyone's snooping around for the dude she totally ganked the other day. She'll check in with that one street vendor I told you about. I messaged you about. If that's okay. See if he's heard any whisperings around the club. For context.
I have a message about a street vendor.
No, I just said you told me to assign my contact dots.
Oh, okay. No, I see now. All right.
I apologize.
Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, so while you are chatting to him, he mentions like, "Oh, hey, have you heard what the LA County Sheriff is up to?"
What is
yeah, it's great. He's gonna crack down on all the gang violence in the city. Places, like West Adams and Carson, and he lists off some more cities.
Mm-hmm.
And you identify them all as Sabat territory.
So one could maybe make the mental connection that maybe the LA sheriff is in somebody else's pocket?
Yes.
Wonderful. Let's see. That's good for him. He's doing good work.
Yeah, the street vendor is super excited. He's like, "Oh yeah, there's gunfire every night over by my house," and he does not live anywhere near where this is happening. But
he's still excited.
Yes.
She'll throw like $100 bill in his tip jar. and say, like, if you ever, you have free access. Like, if you ever need to, like, come inside or whatever, like, the bouncers know to let you in. Okay?
Oh, no. That's fine. That's fine. I'm a good Catholic. Thank you, though.
I just meant for, like, the restroom. I know that you're not like that.
No, it's fine. I would not know how to explain that to my wife.
Okay. So at that point, she'd go inside.
Okay.
And
Yeah. So that guy did not really advertise his connection to this club. So while there's certainly someone working a missing persons case somewhere, it's gonna take them a while to show up here.
Okay. Wonderful. I will attempt to make sure that the tapes from that night are something a little bit more PG.
Okay. Yeah, you can because you're probably on like a 30-day rotation for storage devices. You can very easily take the camera for what happened that night and like move it up into the queue. Yeah, so
and then I guess I'll try getting some dirt on this LA sheriff.
okay. How would you like to go about doing that?
I guess I'm just using all of my contacts tonight. My law firm contact.
Okay.
See if they've done any cases, brushed anything under the rug.
Okay. It'll take a while.
Yeah.
You'll probably get that information next session, but
Sure.
I will make a note of that right now.
Putting the wheels in motion.
Okay, back on the boat. So, Sam is high. Billy has traumatized someone. Dimitri has a new friend. Drew has a new ally. Is there any other business you would like to resolve?
I like to read the note, but that's about it.
Yeah. So you open the envelope and you get an address. You get a copy of a deed. Looks like it was made at City Hall. A Zillow listing for this very specific mansion up in the Hollywood Hills. So, and looking at it, you can tell just from the brief photos that you have that the security system's state of the art. It is as good as anything that Sam can procure for you. You also get a couple dossiers, and I will send you that information throughout the week of the Giovanni movers and shakers in Los Angeles.
I have one more question.
Mm-hmm.
You said it was in West Hollywood, right?
Hollywood Hills.
Hollywood Hills. Is that Camarilla territory?
No, it is not.
Anarch?
No, it is. It is explicitly Giovanni territory.
Oh, okay. So Giovanni are another. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, the Giovanni are independent. They're essentially their own faction.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, and so like the Camarilla and the Sabbat and the Anarchs have all sort of mutually agreed, like, all right, we're not gonna fuck with the Giovanni here.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I would go back to our haven.
Okay. I assume everyone else is gonna follow.
I'll check on.
Yeah.
I'll check on Isfan and my other person, but then I'll just go back.
Oh yeah, boss, it's great. I'm just playing Xbox and babysitting this asshole.
Okay.
Shut
good.
up! You got water 3 hours ago. I don't care. No, because then you just need to use the bathroom that much longer, and I'm about to kill this fucking noob on Call of Duty.
All right, and I leave. I'm done.
Okay. I assume Svetlana at some point will also make her way to the Haven?
She will.
Cool. So you can all meet up again. I'm going to say you have had a pretty productive night. It's about 1 in the morning. And Sam, you are 2 hours in.
Take a drive to the west side.
No,
Okay.
you won't.
Are you going to,
No, you will not.
are you going to tell your packmates where you're going?
If he still looks high and if Billy sees him going to leave, Billy will be like, no, and just blocking the
Hassan
doorway or pushing.
Hassan would know that was coming, so he would have texted Svetlana, hey, want to go for a ride? You're driving. And then obfuscate my way out.
Since he's not telling her where she's driving to, she agrees for now.
Hey, Billy, does Billy have any aspects?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not sure if Billy and Drew have had a chance to work on that, or also however much experience it takes. I have 12 right now. 12 experience points.
That would be the cost for an out-of-plan
I
discipline.
think it's 10. I could be wrong.
Pretty sure the first dot's 10 regardless for a new discipline.
Yep, it's 10.
Oh, okay. So I have plenty. If
Yeah, I would do it.
yes.
All right. And how many dots of obfuscate does Sam have?
3.
3.
That was my most recent acquisition.
Okay. All right, pardon me as I refresh. All right. Yes, it is as I remembered it. So Billy's aspects is not as good as Sam's obfuscate, and so Sam sneaks away. You can, because you are sort of keeping an eye out for Sam, realize pretty quickly that he's gone. He's not here.
Billy will just text Sam in all caps, ass.
All right.
Reply all
so-
in caps. What? Question mark? And then an
So-
elaborate gif.
Lord.
So, what's going on in the car?
Gotta go check some stuff out. Not sure where we're going yet. And I just start giving directions. Turn here.
You very quickly realize you are being led back to the same place you were just at.
I'll pull over to the side of the road. I'm not going back there tonight.
Why? Did something happen?
Yes, something happened.
Do tell.
This is Camarilla territory. I
Yeah, I
got
know.
pulled over by a sheriff. They may or may not have shot at me. The car got messed up. I took it to the mechanic. And yeah. So it was, we're not, they are on high alert. I guarantee you, we're not going back there.
We shouldn't take the car then. Hold on.
What else?
I call up Priest, one of my other ghouls.
Okay.
Tell him to tool on over in the church bus.
All
And
right.
we're gonna sit our happy asses in the back in obfuscate mode and let him drive us there. Looking like he's on a mission for the mission.
Oh my God, so ironic.
With instructions to say he's going from his Catholic church to one on the other side of town to drop off whatever.
Okay.
Shirts.
Love it.
At 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Yep.
He needed a special delivery of holy water.
All right. So
It's the Lord's work. It's mysterious ways.
because you are an obfuscate, and because in a church van it's pretty easy to like ride below the windows. Yeah. So you drive and you drive and you drive, and Tyler has sent me the results for all of his rolls. You sense as you get closer and closer to UCLA, the ley lines get more and more powerful. And as you sort of, from like the slouched back in the bus where you are, at some point, you feel the presence of a very complicated ward.
I get the address from phone's GPS.
Okay. It is a library on the UCLA campus. It is the Sturbridge Memorial Library, currently under construction.
Got that, Dimitri. Or Eric, in this case.
Part of that. UCLA campus library under construction. This is the Chantry.
As far as Sam can sense, there is a fuck ton of blood magic happening here.
Drive to the church, drop off the shirts, take a ride back.
Okay.
Gotta fulfill the illusion. On the way back,
Okay.
text my mysterious new friend. Probable location is here. You want further investigation, and I lay out why. This is where I think it is.
Okay. Yes. You receive a confirmation. Is preferable. They also want to know if you can get any notable defenses, such as wards, walls, security systems, local layout, nearby buildings, mortal institutions. Give them that one for free. You do receive the text message. That was the assignment. Everything now is extra credit.
Alright, Betty, if you insist. What I'm going to do for the extra credit can't be done this session.
Okay.
Gonna make a few shovelheads and throw them at the library and observe from a distance and take pictures and record results.
All right, that's gonna go real well. We can deal with that next week. Before we call tonight's session, is there anything else that anyone would like to get done?
There was one thing Dimitri wanted to do, but that would require Nora being present. So I'll probably just wait till next
Okay.
week then.
We can wait for Steve to be here. We miss you, Steve.
Me too.
Miss you.
I made Svetlana do stuff she didn't want to do, and she had a bad night, so we can end the night with a romantic candlelit dinner of street person.
Okay. All right, Billy or Drew?
Just the mischief that I was up to earlier in the episode.
Okay, knock over a garden store.
Oh yeah, sure, that too.
All right. So I know it is a little early, but we are a little low on cast, and I feel like everyone has accomplished stuff? Question mark.
I have stuff, but I need Esfon, and right now he's watching the dude, so it's not gonna go.
Actually,
Yes.
I'm gonna call in my favor from Drew
Oh yeah.
for the sheriff and his ghosts.
Okay.
Just so have some stuff for you to do later.
And with her saying that, I'm going to use Titus. I'm going to use Titus, and I'm going to tell him I want you to tail the Camarilla sheriff.
No, the actual LA sheriff.
Yeah, which is the Camarilla sheriff from.
Nope.
Nope.
Two
Nope.
totally different people.
Two
Really?
different.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Camarilla is sheriff is the title, and the Camarilla it basically means patrol Camarilla territory and chase interlopers out. LA sheriff is a mortal elected position.
Oh, so okay, this is a human sheriff. I thought it was. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. Same word, different people.
Okay. Yeah, no, I would definitely tell him, yeah, I want you to tail the LA sheriff. See what you can learn about him. I
Okay.
know.
Is this a private conversation you're having about the LA Sheriff's Department?
She is choosing to keep that information close to her chest for right now until she can figure out more. So technically speaking, not even Sam knows it. Only Drew knows.
Okay.
Well, actually, Drew just knows that she's asking him to tail the sheriff. She hasn't told him why.
Why doesn't matter to me. He can't
Yeah.
see my ghosts.
Well, and that wasn't the terms of our agreement. You don't need to know why.
Okay. I have that down in the notes, and you will receive that next week as well. So, thank you all for playing, and thank you to our audience, subscribers, and patrons on Patreon. Your support is what inspires us to aim higher with our cosplay and deeper with our roleplay. We will be back here next week, showcasing even more goth, punk, horror, and violence. If you don't want to wait that long, catch more thrilling Vorpal content over the week as we play at least one and sometimes two games every day. We have lots of exciting content debuting over the next few months. We've got Deadlands and Star Trek already going. Upcoming, look forward to Black Void, Mutant Year Zero, World of Darkness Ghost Hunters, and Delta Green. This Friday, catch the thrilling conclusion of our Contagion Chronicle, No Time for Reality. As always, you can check out our schedule on Twitter, Instagram, or vorpaltales.com. But for now, the sun rises and day sleep sets in. Beloved shovelheads, please tell our audience when they can next see your wonderful faces through the intertubes.
Hi, I'm Eric, and this evening I played the Dimitri. You can catch me here tomorrow for Delta Green.
Hey everybody, I've enjoyed playing Billy for you this evening. You can find me all over the internet as Changeling Ever, and you can find me playing again. Yes, tomorrow night. Delta Green.
Hello, my name is Jared, and I played Drew today. You can find me at the Real Life Jared, pretty much anywhere. And yeah, I had a very good time tonight. I definitely feel powerful.
Good. I like everybody to feel empowered.
Am I next? I think it's me. Hi, I'm Savannah. You can find me online at Miss Emo Fox. You can find me next on Vorpal Tales on Wednesday for Deadlands, playing Miss Abigail Thomas with her Huckleberry. And then you can find me Friday for the conclusion of the Contagion Chronicles, and hopefully Emma Rose can fulfill her promises to herself to rescue her family.
And I am Tyler. Elijah was online. Next time you'll find me be tomorrow for Delta Green. And then you should come check out Session 0 of Wraith the Oblivion on Saturday.
All right. Thank you all so much. I have been your storyteller. My name is Rachel. You could find me Stolen Fires pretty much everywhere. I will be back here on Tuesday for more Insurgents, and back here on Friday for the Contagion Chronicle finale. I'm going to be over at Plastic Age Place on Wednesday with some Vampire Dark Ages, so if you want more vampire content, check that out. I'll be playing old Clan Shimase, should be good times. And then, not this Thursday, but most Thursdays, I'm running a Changeling the Dreaming Chronicle over at the Onyx Path channel. And then this Monday, if you're not otherwise occupied, I'm going to be completing Mass Effect 3. We're going to do the Citadel DLC and then complete Act 3. I don't know if we're going to get all the way through, but we're going to try. Starting probably around 8:30 Pacific, so come check that out as well. And now, as the sun rises and those of us with the willpower to push through, it is time for votes. Players, please vote for the person who made your roleplay memorable, the scene you most enjoyed, or just the scene that made you laugh.
I think for me, I have to give it to Tyler because High as a Kite Hassam is hilarious. It was a lot of fun watching him do stuff.
Oh, this it's always difficult. I'm gonna give it to Drew this session because I feel that you are learning the being the politically-ness type situation person thing. My words, they fail me, but I was impressed with your role playing tonight.
Oh, thank you. I gotta give mine to Savannah, because honestly, that plan she did with the sheriff there I thought it was quite creative. I never would have thought about putting the car in neutral and stuff like that. So, well, I probably would have, but it'd take me a little bit.
Thank you. My vote goes to Eric. I am enjoying watching your little vegan journey here because I can't wait for it to explode.
It's gonna be great.
For the same reason as Jared, honorable mention to Savannah. That's an awesome scene, babe. But, Dimitri, never surrender.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you all so much. This has been a wonderful evening, and we will see you all next week.